Hey guys, welcome you all here to this video. So this is Sriman, a student of iNeuron.ai, and now today in this video I'm going to show you a real machine learning project. This project is all about giving some steps, performing some techniques, and building some models. And again, in this video I'm going to explain that what are the things that you have to keep in your mind, what are the all techniques that you are going to propose, and in which way you are going to build a model, in which way you are going to design a whole project, and what are all the roles and responsibilities of a data scientist that you have to follow and you have to bear about it. So guys, this project is its name is, I can say, Wafers Fault Detection, and the problem statement is to build a classifier or to build a classification system which can predict some wafer sensors based on some given training data. So just try to navigate to the VS Code where I have opened this particular project, and here, so yeah, this is a main.py file where I have included each and everything. And again, these are all the files that we are going to suppose to run and call using this main.py file for running the whole project. So guys, first of all, try to run this particular thing, run this particular main.py file, and it will try to call each and everything. It is a type of, I can say, huge project which is going to take lots of time for making a training or giving you some predictions, because again we are trying to give lots of things here. We are trying to perform lots of techniques and lots of different things we are going to perform here. So first of all, what I will try to do, I will just run this particular main.py file and then we will continue the discussions. Yeah, so I think scheduler has been started serving on this port. So what I will try to do, I will just go with this particular IP address, whatever it is going to give me. I think it's a type of local host that Flask is going to create inside your browser, inside your system, and using your browser you can try to listen this on particular the port that it is going to give you. So yeah, local host, and I think the port number is 8000. So try to navigate here. Yeah, fine. So I think my prediction page is going to work for me, and using these things I'm going to get my predictions. So first of all, what I will try to do, I will just try to look that in which way I have designed my whole project, what are things that I have created, and what type of pipeline that I am supposed to create for this particular project. So look here guys, these are the all 18 or 20 files that I have created for this single project, So we can say that this is not a type of toy project or a type of capstone project or a type of case study or a type of Kaggle project. This is I can say a real machine learning project in which you are going to perform each and everything from your end, and you are supposed to create a pipeline in such a way that it will try to perform each and every techniques in just a single click. So I have just clicked for once here. I have just run this particular main.py file, and this main.py file is going to perform each and everything guys. Now just come here. So what is this guys? Here we are trying to perform some necessary imports, and then we are trying to create some app name using Flask. Here is the main route where we are trying to deliver one template file, index.html file. Again there is predict route is there. So using this particular route we are going to get our predictions and whatever functions we have included here. So using these things, this particular function is going to call each and every functions regarding your prediction. After this one, there is one train route where we are going to make our trainings. I mean, each and every training will happen from this route. and after this we are trying to using some configuration type of things, and again we are going to give some port number and these all things, that where this particular thing is going to work or not. So if name equal main, and these all things I'm going to create. Now after running this particular main.py file, what this thing is going to do for you. So this is a type of project which has been designed in such a way that when it is going to be deployed, it is going to be productionized on the server. So it is going to perform training as well as prediction simultaneously. Okay, simultaneously, because again we have created this solution, we have created this particular problem solution, because we are not supposed to doing any single update, doing any single thing, doing any single activity with myself. If this particular project, if this particular pipeline has been designed completely, then we are supposed to design it in such a way that it will try to do each and everything automatically, not any manual approach. So just a single click system, and then each and everything will be getting called. So now what I will try to do, guys, here, come to this part. Here you are going to get lots of things, right? There is something like as application logging. So this is a type of logger file, logger.py file. So using this logger.py file, we are going to making some loggings. Means that what? Means that this particular logger file is responsible for creating some log files, some information, some metadata for you, that what your particular this code is, what this code is going to do, what are the steps that your code is going to follow, what are the things that your control is performing. So where your project is working, what are things that has been happened or happening, each and everything, each and every activities will going to generate some log file, and those log file regarding to the training or the prediction will be stored in some directory. So this is the logger file that we have designed, and this logger file is responsible for making some informations, making some logs for your activities. Now there is something best model finder, tuner, data ingestion file, data loader file, data loader, prediction, data pre-processing, data transform training, data transformation prediction, data type validation, file operations, LLD. So there is some docs files there, again models there. Look, so three different models for supervised process, and one k-means is the unsupervised process. So in total we are going to use 4 different machine learning algorithms there, right? Again, prediction batch file, prediction database, prediction file from DB. These all files are created in such a way, guys, that it is going to call from its side. Now what is happening in very beginning? So when as a data scientist you are going to start a project, so in any company, if it is getting some types of, I can say, some projects regarding machine learning or deep learning or anything, any computer vision or NLP, so in very beginning we are supposed to make a data sharing agreement. Data sharing agreement means what? So data sharing agreement means that we are going to sign off for some things, I can say some statements we are going to sign off with our clients. Like as guys, if we will talk about the data that we are going to use for this particular project, so what is that data? So that data is I can say it is available in your training batch files. So just navigate to that particular folder where your training batch files are residing. So training batch files is here. So look how many files we have. So we have lots of files here, guys. I can say some 45 different files here we have as our data, and these all files client has shared with us. So in very beginning, when a client is going to give you a project, So client is going to give you two different type of things. One is the training files. I mean, what are the things, what are the multiple files that we are going to analyze, we are going to use it for our prediction, we are going to use for our model building. So this training files we are getting from the client. Now along with it, there is one approach, there is one, I can say, activity that we have to perform. And what is that? That is data sharing agreement. That means that we are going to make an agreement with our client that okay fine, so we are going to design a type of pipeline, and for that pipeline we have to create some sort of rules, and for those rules we need to perform some agreement. So this particular agreement, this particular thing is going to be known as, I can say, master data management. Whenever we are going to take some project, we are going to start some project, in very first beginning we are supposed to doing this master data management. And what is this master data management, guys? This master data management is a type of activity. According to this, we are going to make some agreement, and we are going to sign off for some different things, like as what, like as when we are going to design a whole pipeline. Pipeline means what? Pipeline means that a type of hierarchical structure, or some kind of design in which we are going to perform each and every techniques, each and every operations in a sequential way. So that type of pipeline we are going to design, and for that pipeline the very first step will be the validation part. And what is that validation? Validation means that whatever things we are going to perform, so it's not a type of thing that we are going to create each any type of thing. We are not going to pass any type of data, any type of thing from our that pipeline. No, this is not going to happen, because again, whatever things we are going to perform in the pipeline, each and everything is a type of mathematical operation, like as transformation, like as derivation, like as feature engineering, like as I can say PCA, like as some training of the models. What are these things? These things are nothing but these things are some types of mathematical operations, and for performing mathematical operations we are supposed to create some rules, because again, you are not going to do any mathematical operations on any type of data. So for that we are going to validate our input. So whatever inputs we are trying to ingest into the pipeline, we are supposed to make some validations. So like as what type of validations we are going to suppose. So what happens in this case, guys? So particular whatever type of pipeline we have, so first of all we are going to validate that okay, so fine, like as client have given me this types of file, like as 1 file, 2 file, 3 file, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So like there are multiple files. So when we are trying to start the ingestion of data into the pipeline, each and every file will try to fly and will enter into the pipeline. And the very first step in the pipeline will be the validation. Validation means what? Validations means that we are going to validate our files. We are going to do validation of our files and over various things. So there may be, I can say, there may be some 3 or 4 types of validations that we are going to follow. Like as what? Like as that in the very first step we are going to validate for what? For this particular name, because we are going to only consider that type of file which name is similar to a pattern. Again, there should be some alphabetical character, there should be some numerical character, there should be some type of file extension in a file. So we are going to match, we are going to validate for these things, and for these things we are going to consider a particular pattern, and for that particular pattern we are supposed to be sign off for that, because suppose that this each and every things are going to, I mean, so okay fine, so we are going to suppose to make a pattern. Now fine, Now again, if there would be some files and if that file is not going to follow this particular pattern, if it name should be not in like this, if its name should be wafer.csv, then I am not going to consider that file, and that file will going to be filled into our validation, and that filled file will enter to a particular directory. So in this validation step, what we are trying to do, we are going to create two particular folders, two different folders, a good data folder, a bad data folder. So whatever files is going to be successful in the validation part, those files will move to the good data folder, and those files which are not going to be successful and not going to be get validated, I mean going to get validated but not going to be successful in that validation, that file will move to the bad data folder. And for that we are going to create one log that okay, so this particular file is not ideal, and why this particular file is not successful, we are going to get information using that logger file that I have shown you earlier. So we are going to get information about each and every steps. Now at the first level of validation, we are going to validate for this one. At the second level of validation, we are going to check is its file extension is .csv or not. If it is .csv, okay, fine. Now we are going to send this particular file into the go data file, or if it is not CSV, then it is not going to be successful. It is not going to will be ideal for me, because our pipeline is designed in such a way that it will only consider .csv files. So if your client is sharing you some CSV files today, and if tomorrow it is they are sending you some JSON file, some other XML files, then my whole system will going for a toss. My whole system will getting trash. And what I will try to do, I am not responsible for those things. So I am supposed to create a pipeline in such a way that it will try to validate in very first beginning, and whatever files are getting successful in that validation, these files will move further into the pipeline only. And for these things we are making some agreement, we are going to sign off for each and everything. Now we are also going to sign off for what number of columns client is going to give me in the files, like as whatever system. Again, client is not generating this all data manually. There must be a system which will creating these types of data, and this data will getting, I can say, getting dumped into my server, my system. So if their system is not working fine, then I am not responsible for that. And for that particular thing, if there would be some more number of columns, some less number of columns, then who is responsible for that? Suppose that my model is working with 590 columns, and suppose that tomorrow if there is a file in that we have 600 columns, then this is not going to work with our model, and this will try to make our model trash. It will destroy each and everything. So for these things we are supposed to sign off with our client. Again, each and every columns are in which language. Maybe there are some possibilities that okay, fine, so this particular column should be in Chinese language, this should be in Japanese language, this should be in English language. So client is also have to sign off for this particular thing, that this column will be in Chinese language, then in each and every files these columns will be in Chinese language, if he is going to sign off for that. So for each and everything we are going to sign off. Again, there should be some fourth level of validation where we will try to check for null values. Again, if there is any column which is having almost each and every null values, so I am not going to consider those things. because those types of files are not relevant for me, and each and every conditions we are going to sign off, and this signing off, this agreement, this data sharing agreement is going to be known as master data management, and this is the very first step of a particular machine learning project life cycle. Whenever we are going to create a project, whenever we are going to build a project, so this validation is the first step that we are going to create in our pipeline, and for this validation we are supposed to do master data management. Now, as output of this master data management, we are going to get a schema.json file. What is this a schema.json file, guys? So look here, there is a schema training.json file. This is a file that client is going to give you as output of your master data management, and this JSON file will have all configurations, all types of things that you are going to perform. So look here, sample file name. So we will try to validate the file name of that particular, I can say, file or training files with this one, like as wafer underscore there should be some month, so 08 date, 01 month, 2020 year, again 120000. This is a type of, I can say, wafer number or something, a file number, something like that. So again, alphabetical contents, alphabetical letters, numeric letters. So in this particular pattern we are going to create. This is a pattern that we are going to follow, and whatever files is not going to follow this pattern, they will be entered into the bad data folder and will not be able to getting into the training part. So this is the sample file name. Again, length of date stamp in file. So date stamp file will be in 8 character long. Look, 22448, 8 character long date stamp file. Length of time stamp file will be 6. I can say this is the, this is time stamp. So 12 0 seconds, 0 minutes 0 seconds. So its length should be 6. And if data stamp, time stamp is not going to match in your file, it is not going to be get successful in the validation. Number of columns 592. If it is not going to having 592 columns, then it will be entered to bad data folder. Again, column name, it will try to check for each and every column, before sensor 1, sensor 2, each and everything it will try to validate at this particular point of time. And when your file is going to be successful for these each and everything, then you are supposed to enter this file into the good data folder. Now this is the first step of validation. After validation, we are going to perform some different transformation steps, like as we will try to check for transformation logs. We will try to sorry, not transformation logs actually. So we will do some transformation steps here, like as we will be check for whatever the missing values again we have in our files, like as if there should be some columns which are not maybe I can say not having maybe, so there should be some 30 to 40% of missing values. Then we will try to impute all those things. Again, whatever relations there would be, we will try to again go with that. If there should be some I can say outliers, we will try to handle those things. Again, if there will be some columns that we have to derive, like suppose that, so if in your data set there are a speed and distance column, and you have to calculate the time column. So what you are going to do, you know that time will be distance upon speed, but this column is not going to be available in your data, and now you are supposed to derive this particular column. So this type of things you are going to perform into this transformation steps. Now along with it, if your data set is imbalanced or balanced, you have to handle for that one. So each and everything you are going to suppose for doing all those steps here. Then we will move forward. But now what I will try to do, guys, I will just try to check here the training logs, because I have started this particular server from a very long time, and now I will try to check that if there is some progress or not. So in training logs file, yeah, so there is column validation. So yeah, I was talking about validation. So here is the column validation. So look, I think today timing is 24. Yeah, 24th April is today. Today is 24th April. And so look here. So there are 4 types of activities, 4 types of logger files it has generated for me. Column length validation started, invalid column length for the file moved to bad raw folder, wafer this one. So okay, yeah. So column length validation started. Column length validation started. Now what? Now at this particular date, this particular time, invalid column length for the file. Our file is not going to meet this criteria that its column length will be 592, and due to this reason our file has been moved to the bad raw folder, and the file name is this one. Again, the same thing has been happened with this particular file also, and then column length validation completed successfully. Now these 2 files have been moved to the bad data folder, and whatever files will be meeting the criteria, they has been moved to the good data folder. Now there is database connection. So yeah, transform, again transforming wise there are lots of things. Wafer this transformed successfully, whatever transformation steps I was talking about. So yeah, it is going to follow each and everything for this particular files. Again db database connection, yeah, it is trying to creating some database connections, like as opened training database successfully, closed, open. So this type of things it is going to perform. Data transform, db insert. So yeah, in this one, so it will try to insert some data into your database, whatever table you are going to create. And again, I think guys, it's a very use of, yeah, fine. So look, whatever things, these things it has created today. I mean, lots of files it has been loaded successfully into the database. Fine. So from this this gray color, it is trying to doing these things. I mean, inserting all the files into the database db. Then db table created log. So yeah, tables created successfully. Export to CSV. Now from the db we are trying to export each and everything into a CSV file. So I think here it has not created. So here we are just getting only some previous records here. So 8th of 4th, yeah, so on 8th April I have actually performed these steps previously last time. So this is only giving, because again I have said this is a very huge project, lots of activities it is going to be performed in the backend side, and so this step has not been completed yet. I think it should be just getting it should be running in the backend, so just wait for some time. Again, there is general log is there. Bad raw directory deleted for starting validation, good raw directory, yeah, missing values. So whatever missing values we have, so yeah, it is going to deal with all those things, like as missing values validation started, invalid column length for the file moved to the bad raw folder, this one. So yeah, again guys, it is going to give you log files for each and every steps, each and every activities, whatever things you are going to do or not. So yeah, again model training. So I think model training would not have been started because it is a very time taking process. Yeah, so last time we have did the training, and look, yeah, so last time we have did the training, start of training. So again, currently at this point of time, training has not been started, and it is just performing some elementary steps, but I'm just going with this particular previous training log file. So yeah, look here guys, so at 16:03 p.m. it has started the training, then entered the get data method of the data getter class at this this timestamp data load successfully, exited the get data method of the data get class, entered the remove column method of the preprocess class, column removable, successfully exited the remove preprocess. So again, each and every activities it is going to perform, it is going to give you the log files for these things. Again, enter the separate label feature, separate label feature method of the preprocess class, label separation successful. So again guys, whenever we are going to perform any types of model building, we are going to separate our features and labels. So these things has been performed. Entered the is null present method of the class. So again, finding missing values is a success. Data returned null when exited. Enter the impute missing values. Yeah, fine. Imputing missing values successful. Exited the impute missing values. At this point of time, guys, this training has been started at 16:3:58 and imputing has been successful at 16:4:14. Each and everything you are just going to get from this logger file. Again, entered the gate columns with 0 standard deviation, means we are trying to going with some standardization, I mean doing some standardization of our data. Column search for a standard deviation of 0 successful. Again, entered the remove column method of previous class, column remove successful, remove class, entered the elbow plot. Elbow plot means what, guys? So whenever we are just going to get with standardization, so now our data is able to I can say ready for model building, and now we are just going to create some clusters. Clusters means what, guys? So clusters means that we are creating clusters on whole data. And why we are doing these things? So guys, whenever we are working on some real-time project, so this is not a type of thing that okay, so we are supposed to create a single model on whole data, entire data set. No, it is not going to happen. Because just think for a while, suppose that whatever data you have, whatever records you have in your data set, so there are some possibilities that there may be some types of relation in your some particular chunks of data, some particular chunks of records, and that particular patterns or relationship we are going to classify, we are going to detect with using this clustering approaches. And this particular approach is known as a customized machine learning approach. And what is customized machine learning approach and why people are using this? Again guys, suppose just consider Ola and Uber. We all have used Ola and Uber and we all know how these things are going to work. So suppose that in Delhi, maybe there are lots of areas, like as there is Uttam Nagar, there is I can say lots of areas again guys there. So maybe there should be some types of highways, there may be some types of metro stations, railway stations, airports. Yeah, so lots of places are there in Delhi. But is it there? Is it something like that? So the demand for Ola and Uber is similar or same for each and every places and for each and every time instances? No. There are some possibilities that there should be maximum demand in evening or in morning for Ola and Uber, or I can say there should be maximum demand in weekends, not on weekdays. So now when Ola and Uber will try to build a model for their things, then they will try to consider these particular things, and then they will try to go with this customized machine learning approach. First of all, whatever data set they will have, they are supposed to, they will just try to create some clusters out of this data set, and now over these different clusters, they will try to go with some different models, because there may be some possibilities that on this particular cluster we can use some different algorithm. This cluster there may be some different type of relationship, so again we can use some different algorithm. And this is a very important thing, guys. Whenever we are trying to go with some real machine learning project, or I can say real time project, we are also supposed to follow this particular approach. So here we are going to cluster, we are going to, I can say, making some groups of data, I mean using some clustering approaches, and we have used k-means clustering algorithm for that one. Now using k-means clustering, you can use anyone, you can use DBS scan, you can use hierarchical clustering, so whatever you can think, you can go with that. So using any clustering approaches, you are supposed to make some different clusters, and now on these different clusters you can go with different models. So what I have did, guys, here, yeah, so yeah, enter the elbow plot. So again, in k-means clustering, we have to, it is necessary to giving some value of k, a specific value of k. So, and for getting that value of k, we are going to we are going with this elbow plot, we are using it. So yeah, we are doing the same thing. Optimum number of cluster is 3. This is giving me each and every information. Enter the create cluster method of the k-means clustering class. Enter the save model method. Model file k-means saved. Again, successfully created 3 clusters, and now on these 3 clusters we are going with different what classifiers, like as XGBoost is there, random forest is there, logistic regression is there, SBM is there, lots of different algorithms, guys, and you can go with anyone. Suppose that maybe there should be some possibility that, okay, fine, so this cluster is having some type of relationship which we can I can say implement logistic regression as well, and it will try to perform each and everything. So yeah, what is the necessity of going with some other different algorithm? If it is possible with logistic regression, we can go with that. Again, if decision tree is working well, yeah, we can go with that. If random forest is working good, we can go with that. Again, if these things are not working, we can go with XGBoost, and we can try to loop these all multiple algorithms together, and we will try to train each and everything with the same cluster, and whichever model will try to give you the best score, maximum score, a good score, we can go with that one. So here in the case of models, we have created some 3-4 different models, guys. So where is that? Yeah, fine. Yeah, models. So k-means is the unsupervised approach. Again, random forest 0 for the 0th cluster, random forest 1 for the first cluster, and XGBoost 2 for the 3rd cluster. So in this way we are going with this different things. Now I think my training has not been started, because again it is going to take lots of time, guys. Again, I am creating this video from a very long time, I can say half an hour I think, but again training has not been started. But yeah, it's a very huge operations that it is trying to follow. So after this one, there is name validation, training main log. Yeah, training main log is there. So again, values from a schema validation. Again, each and everything you are going to get from this particular thing. Now I will try to talk about the predictions. So training is happening in the back end, but again, so we have to wait more for it. But yeah, we will try to go with the prediction. So for prediction, I think my server has been started and it is trying to giving me one port. So yeah, on 8000 port my server is listening this particular thing. So yeah, go to here. Yeah, fine. So this is the, I think I can say this is the port number localhost, and here this particular thing has been designed. Now what we are supposed with it? So guys, what we are trying to do, we are not going to do here a single prediction. We are not going to give a I can say single features values and it will try to give you the prediction. No, it is not going to getting happened at any point of time. What we are trying to do here, we are giving here lots of files. So enter absolute file path means what? So here we are trying to give some random things, and now I will try to predict what it is saying. So prediction file created at this, prediction file output file this, error occurred, no such file or directory this. So it means that this particular thing is supposed to take some directory, such a type directory which will contain different files, 1 file, 2 file, 3 file, or multiple files, multiple CSV files, and those files we have to give here, that directory, the path of that directory we are supposed to give here, and then it will try to give you the prediction. But here for showing you these each and everything, we have just created one option, default file predict. And now I'm going to click over this file. So using default file predict, we have some different files in our prediction batch files, like as this prediction batch files. Where it is, guys? Prediction raw files, prediction batch files. So in prediction batch files we have some different files, and in this one, in case of prediction, it is going to giving you similar types of log, that whatever things we have performed and whatever things it is performing. So we will try to check with that. So prediction logs is there. Yeah, fine. So column validation, yeah, two things has been happened. Column length validation started, completed. Again prediction log, so yeah, prediction log is there. So again, these are the previous things, but no, this is not name validation. Yeah, in case of name validation, there are some files. File move to good raw folder, good raw folder, good raw, bad raw folder, each and everything it is going to give you guys. So this is a type of thing that you are going to do, because when this particular project is going to be productionized into the server, then you are not supposed to solving these issues, these bugs, just going with manually. No, and you will not be able to this is a type of very huge project, and we have given, I can say, 3 months of time for creating this particular thing. And again, if you guys are getting some error, getting some issues, getting some bugs, it is not easy that you will be able to find out and will be able to fix that instantly. So where your file where your activities are stucking, where you are getting some controls out from you are going to get all of those informations using these log files. And so these log files are very important for you guys. Now after this one, missing values in column, again database connection. So database connection, yeah, prediction database successfully, fine. Transform, in case of transform, yeah, this things has been transformed successfully. DB insert, so in insert, yeah, there are lots of file. Again, I think it has not reached here, because again, in case of prediction, again, it is also going to take you lots of time, because again, it is a very very huge thing, very huge operations we are going to do. So we have to wait for that. Table create, yeah, table created successfully. Export to CSV, exporting has not been performed yet, so wait. General log, yeah, good raw directory deleted successfully. Yeah, again, whatever directories it is going to creating, so again we are going to deal with each and everything in a very customized way. So just wait for that, guys. Yeah, missing values validation started. Again, invalid column length. So 757.43. So at 757.43 it has performed these particular steps. And name validation, yeah, name validation, it has been performed. Again, yeah, prediction log.txt. So prediction log, again start of validation prediction, again, yeah, it has been started at 756.48, but it has been ended, so there is no any type of information. So I think it is going with doing some validation. Again, validation is going to be happened. So yeah, you have to wait for that. And this particular thing is just moving, so we can say we have to wait. Now in this sequence we will go with some other things. What is there? There are some more files, like some proc file. proc file means what? So yeah, this file is actually useful for deploying over Heroku or any cloud platform. Again, readme.md. So yeah, you can make something like that one. Requirements.txt. Yeah, this is a very important file, guys. So for running this project, you are supposed to going with each and every dependencies, and these dependencies are available inside this requirements.txt file. So go with this file and create one new environment, and then you can go with these things. Runtime.txt, runtime, yeah, fine. So you can use this one. Again, you can use 3.6.9, but again for deploying over Heroku, I have just edited it and changed. Then a schema training prediction, again I have talked about it. Training model.py file. So again, these types of files we have created, and we have just included each and everything we have connected together, and these things are just getting be called. So prediction log files. Now I will try to db insert. Yeah, db insert is actually performing. Transform is performing. Database connection, yeah, performing. Again export to csv. No guys, no. General log, missing values, yeah. Name validation, yeah. Prediction log.txt, a start only. So I think we have to wait. So there are lots of different multiple files, and for that one you are going to give huge amount of time, because this is not a type of, I can say, a very easy thing that you are just going to click and be able to meet into the same way. So I think we have also hosted the same thing over Heroku, and so I can go with that thing also. So yeah, there is Heroku apps, and you can go with that. So I have deployed it over Heroku, and we can just try to cross check it's working or not. Just wait. I think my internet connection is little bit slow. So yeah, Wafers Fault Detection system. Yeah, open app. It is taking some time because internet connection is not good, I can say. I don't know why. Yeah, so my prediction file has been created locally, and what results it is giving. So prediction file created at prediction output file predictions.csv, and few of the predictions are this. So each and everything it is going to give you here, guys, but you can't go with these things. What we can do, again prediction page, yeah, so it is working here also. So I can try to default file predict. So yeah, go with that, but just try to open here. Yeah, so there is something prediction output file, and this is the predictions.csv file. So whatever predictions it is going to create, so yeah, each and everything is here. So 0, this a score, and then it's final class. So -1 means that a good wafer. And this is the score that it is going to create. Good wafer. Each and every is good wafer. Again good wafer. There is no any bad wafer currently, because again it will not going to give you some bad wafers, because again this particular data set we have designed in such a way that, again, so if there should be some new data, then maybe there should be some situations that it will try to give you that bad wafers, but currently there is no any bad wafers. So yeah, that is, well, it is giving you some predictions at the end of day. So yeah, in this way it is going to give you the predictions. Again, in case of your training file, so again training is just going to be happen from a very long time. So I will try to check it training logs and export to CSV. Again, no, it is taking too much use time, too much. General log, missing values, yeah, model training, no. I think control is, again guys, it is very, I can't say, again it is performing lots of operations in the backend. So it is not possible that it will take you ample some amount of time. So yeah, it will take, because again, so whatever system, whatever configuration of the system you are going to use, so it will be depend upon that configuration. And currently, so I am just using a simple i5 laptop, and this i5 laptop I can say here we are just using 4 gigs of RAM, nothing more. Again, this is not i5 laptop guys, this is just i3, yeah, it's i3. i5 I have used for designing this particular project. So yeah, this is only i3, and so it is taking too much time. Look, and I am using Linux operating system here. Look how beautiful it is. And again, so only 3 gigs of RAM I am trying to implement each and everything, because this is my again home laptop where I am trying to do these things. Again, I have created this particular project over a i5 laptop where using 16 gigs of RAM, but here on this configuration it is taking too much time. Again, over i5 laptop it will take huge time, no any doubts. So yeah, it depends upon the configurations and again each and everything. But in case of Heroku, again over Heroku it is just moving, so we can consider again Heroku will have some good ample of configurations, but again it is just running, it is working in the backend. So what you can think, this is not a type of simple operation, this is very huge operations trying to perform. So I can guys, again I have shown you the prediction, so I will try to close it and close this particular server also. And I think this particular thing will try to make you some sense that how to create a real project. And again, whatever pipeline we are going to follow, whatever things we are going to follow, so in the same sequence we are going to design a pipeline for training also, prediction also. And so both things will be interconnected, and training and prediction will get simultaneously. And yeah, when this particular project will be deployed or productionized once into the server, so it is going to give you predictions, it will making some trainings automatically, and whatever types of bugs, whatever types of issues, if there should be with wafer sensors, this particular system will raise a flag, and using that flag I will try to alert, I will try to inform the technical person, and that technical person will be able to localize, will be able to locate that particular what I can say, defected wafers, and then he will try to solve that issue, he will try to fix that particular bug. And in this way, this particular system is going to help them. Again, before this project, each and everything was just manual approach, and now using this thing, we are automating each and everything, automated each and everything. So each and everything you are going to monitor with yourself. Again, any type of person, we can try to create one dashboard for this one, and over using that dashboard, yeah, your manager is going to monitor each and everything, that okay, so what is going to happen, what is not going to happen, what type of hurdles we are going to face, and each and everything. Again, we can also try to build one Android application, and using that we can get all those notifications about the mobile phone. And yeah, in this way we are going to help that client. Now guys, whatever things you are going to create, that should create some values, that then you can say only you can say that your machine learning concept, your machine learning skills, and your machine learning is making some value. because again, if you are not, if your skills, if your project is not going to make some value, if it is not going to, you know, help your clients, then why you are building such types of projects? So try to design each and everything in such a way that it will be well deserved, it will be I can say it will be useful, and it will help your client in solving that particular problem solution. So guys, now I think my things that has been done, and now I will try to create another video, and in that one I will try to show you some other projects as well. Like as again I was working with some deep learning projects also, like as some object detection projects, some classification projects using some computer vision, I can say CNN networks. So yeah, I will go with all those things in future. So now Shriman is just trying to sign off here, and I think guys, if you like this particular video, then you can try to give one like, and again you can also follow me over my LinkedIn. So whatever my LinkedIn ID is, so yeah, I will try to just go here. Again, I think my internet connection is very slow guys, but yeah, just pardon me for that, because currently there is no any Wi-Fi connection that I can use at this point of time, because in this pandemic situations I am not able to use all those things, and again I am in just at my native place. So yeah, so you can follow me over LinkedIn, you can connect with me if you are a data scientist or a data science enthusiast, if you are a person who have some interest into machine learning, deep learning, computer vision, NLP, then again I will feel happy to contact with you all. So yeah, try to send me a connection request. If you are a machine learning engineer, if you are a data scientist, if you are a computer vision engineer, then try to send me a connection request. So my LinkedIn ID is what guys? My LinkedIn ID is this one. So just wait. It's very slow. Yeah, this is my LinkedIn ID guys. So try to search with this particular thing. Again, this is my profile picture. Again, you can try to recognize me, and then you can send me here the connection request guys. And yeah, try to be connected with me, and I will get soon later. Thanks, bye.